Well, tomorrow in Sydney, Origin Energy shareholders will vote on the Brookfield and EIG $20 billion takeover offer. But there's opposition from our biggest superannuation fund, Australian Super, which has 17% of Origin. 75% of the shares need to vote yes for the takeover to go ahead. Origin directors, they recommend shareholders, and also competition watchdog, the ACCC, has approved it. Now, as Ed Boyd reports, today the ACCC chair, Gina Cass-Gottlieb, explained that approval at ASIC's annual forum.
ACCC Chair Gina Cass-Gottlieb spoke about her organisation's role assessing the potential takeover of Origin Energy by the Brookfield Consortium. She says the ACCC approved the potential acquisition due to Brookfield's commitment to invest $20 to $30 billion in renewables and storage assets in Australia by 2033.
In terms of on the test, there were two limbs to the test. We determined we were not satisfied that there would not be a substantial lessening in competition due to a vertical integration question. But in relation to the enhanced plan in terms of an accelerated rollout of renewable energy investment and also battery storage, we considered, because we have the capacity to look at the public benefit, and public benefit is defined and interpreted broadly as to what the community will value, and we considered that the community significantly values this, the private sector investment as well as government investment and government policy in the rollout and an accelerated transition, so we cleared on that basis. And I have found a lot of interest internationally amongst competition agencies that we have done so and that we assessed it, looked at the evidence and were satisfied.
APRA Chair John Lonsdale said it had been a busy year for the prudential regulator, which kicked off with the failures of some major international banks.
I mean, the year started with SVB, really, and March. So
that's the Silicon Valley Bank, for those who...
Silicon Valley Bank, a series of failures of other regional banks and failure of Credit Suisse as well. And it was probably a test, really, of the financial system that we've got and the prudential regulation that goes around that. And you know, very proud of the team, the work that was done to actually build that system, the responsiveness, and we've been able to maintain confidence in the system and come through that, which I think is very important. We've also used the opportunity, though, to ask ourselves, well, actually, once this is over, are there things that we can learn from that? As good as our system is, and there are areas, liquidity is one, interest rate risk in the banking book is another one, and the use of hybrids.
ASIC Chair Joe Longo spoke about the collaboration required between the government agencies and regulators when there is a major incident, such as a data breach.
If there's a major cyber incident, for example, as there was last year, we went through a series of discussions, all the regulators with the relevant government departments, about what level of information sharing, data sharing would be actually lawful and necessary to enable to deal with the fallout from that cyber incident. So if you've got consumers' data in the hands of bad actors, then there are mitigating steps that can be taken, but those steps can't be taken unless there's data sharing among the institutions who hold accounts with those consumers. So I think that's a work in progress. There was a lot of publicity at the time about how that can work, and I know the government's prioritising law reform in that area.